the second demo of the night. You guys ready for it? It's going to be any waste. So from the name, you already have some clue on what we're going to talk about. So Anywaste is helping to streamline the waste industry using today's technology for a greener tomorrow. Quick tip for investors, they're looking for funding, okay? And please help me welcome to the stage Damian and Isabel.
Thank you so much. Hi everyone, my name is Damian Lampkin. I'm the founder and CEO of Anywaste Global, and my colleague Isabel is our MD. We're here today because we're currently raising a minimum of £500,000 to take our system anywaste.com from beta test, which we've proven concept, to make it live next year. We've got a global waste problem. It's no secret. It's on the news all the time. A couple of interesting facts about that, though. Did you know that 6% of all global emissions come from the movement of solid waste? And Interpol came to us 3 months ago with figures claiming that up to 45% of all waste companies have links to organised crime. So our solution is we're a bit of a technical disruptor to the waste industry. We bring transparency to an industry. We're tracking, trading, and we're trying to transform the industry globally. We're connecting the waste cycle. So our clients that we've got at the moment have been calling us a combination of Amazon, Uber, and Compare the Market. We're actually creating an entire circular economy, so we can link the producer of waste, the person who throws stuff away, to the recycler, all the way to the refiner, and then back to the manufacturer, all on the one platform. Benefits of Anywaste: we increase traceability. We take a paper-based platform at the moment, which is currently the issue globally, and we make it digital. So everything, waste shouldn't be difficult. If you've got something to get rid of, you shouldn't have to go chasing lots of waste recyclers to get the best quote. You should be able to post what you have, let them come to you with the best value proposition for you. Our revenue model is really simple. For producers of waste, people who throw stuff away, it's completely free. For recyclers, it's a basic subscription from £25 a month all the way up to £700 a month. We have a marketplace which allows recyclers to trade waste globally, and for that we make a little percentage of it. We have a kind of an escrow type system there as well, so the recyclers know that they're going to get paid when their waste leaves their country of origin to go somewhere else. Last week we found somebody who had 10 shipping containers of very high value steel and copper that they didn't get paid for, and they can't actually find out where those containers are. So we're helping to track those down for them. If they'd used our system, it would have been really, really easy. Competition, for us, it's really quite simple. There isn't any. A lot of large waste companies have their own platform, but you're stuck to a contract with them. So our system allows those big waste companies to use our platform, all the smaller recycling companies to use our platform, and you as the customer have one place you can get all your reports from, you can be audited easily, and you can save yourself a lot of time and a lot of money. Where are we at the moment? So late 2021, we raised £150,000 to build the initial system and prove concept. We've done that. We're now looking to raise the next £500,000 to be able to launch our system next year, which is where we're going to be taking it in 24. We were counting on taking it into Europe and the USA. Reality is we're bringing it into Europe, all of Europe, next year as well as part of our next rollout. And we've already started doing some trading in the USA. That's me. And Isabel, really? That was really, really quick. Fast. There you go. I hope I didn't speak too fast. It's that coffee. You told me not to have coffee before a presentation. I also find it quite funny. When you're born, the first thing your brain does is start to absorb everything, and you learn to communicate. And that goes on through all of your life until you stand up in public to speak. You forget absolutely everything. So yeah, feel free. How long was that?
It was 3 minutes and a half.
Told you.
We missed some stuff, so I'm sure the audience have lots of questions for us.
Yeah. We will have time for the audience to make some questions. But first, Chris, you're up.
Thank you, guys. That was a really interesting presentation. I actually know that this is a problem because I've actually worked with a waste management company in the UK, and they are actually looking at something very similar to this. So speed to market for you is really important, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you prevent abuse of the system at the moment? So, for example, producers of waste what does that actually look like, and how does the companies that are quoting on the removal of that waste, how is that a fair and transparent system? So if I'm quoting on removal of the waste, how do I know that it's genuine, the right waste, it's not mixed waste, it's not contaminated waste?
Great. So there are several laws coming out, not just into the UK, but all over Europe as of next year. One is tracking of the material, digital transparency for the material. But the most important one is images. So you as the producer of waste, take a photo, upload it to the system and say, hey, every waste contractor within 100 miles of where I am, I want to get rid of this. They come to you. Now, in their description, our system has several algorithms that will monitor that image, listen to what understand what you put as your description, then match it to one of 18,500 waste codes. Takes it to the recycler. Recycler looks at the waste code, agrees it's a specific type, goes back to the producer on the system, says, yep, if that's the material that we're picking up, we'll call it this, it'll cost you X amount, and then the producer chooses the best rate for them. They go to pick it up, they take a photo of it when they arrive. Again, this is a new law that's coming in next year. If the photo doesn't match, then they just refuse the load, and they still get the charge because they've come out to do it. So we try to cut out all of those little bits as best we can.
Yeah. I was going to add something you didn't mention, is that everybody, all the recyclers and carriers, brokers, they can only be on the platform if they're registered and have the right registration documents. And we have an API to check all that.
Yeah.
And the idea is to prevent fraud. That's the kind of key thing.
Yeah. So yeah, to add to that, we know if they're registered recyclers. If they're not on our system.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Awesome answer. So time for the question. You can listen. Yes. Yeah, works. Yeah. Works. Perfect. So is there any investor in the room? I know I can snitch some of them out. Okay. So any questions? Audience, your turn. One at a time.
Yeah.
One there? All right.
So, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a question more from, so we are the one that deliver the waste. How do we prepare it so you can work with it? Like, do we just put it all together in one bin and then give it to you? Do we have to split it? Do we have to clean it?
So if you're the producer of the waste, so you're throwing your waste away. If you mix it, if you separate it, you just take a photo of it, put it on the system, and then our system will find a load of recyclers in your given region within 50 or 100 miles you specify, and they will tell you how they want it. Or they may come and pick it up mixed. It all depends on the individual recycler. But I would always suggest you separate your waste.
It's cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. So another round of questions. Who has the next one?
Oh, we have one here.
We have it there.
Hi. So my question is somehow in line with that one. So the producer and the one that will collect, who are they legally making a contract with?
So with themselves. So it's exactly the same now. So if, let's say this fine gentleman, John, is the producer of the waste, and he's going to engage Pedro. So if he was to ring him up, that's the agreement between the two of them. It's exactly the same on our system. We're not a broker, absolutely not a broker. All we're doing is, it's like a waste matchmaking service. But don't go Tinder here. Don't
in essence, you are basically a curator between the two, right?
Yeah, but also the recycler cannot register on our site unless they're registered with their regional EPA. Our system communicates with every EPA database. So if you're suspended, or Pedro, I know you wouldn't be, but if they were to be suspended, you would know about it as the customer. So you wouldn't use them. You'd use the next one on the list, or we would remove them from our list.
All right. You have something? Like speedy question. It's a new introduction on the DemoNight. Speedy question. It's going to be very, very quick.
So it seems as if right now it's company to company. So it can be retail companies that sign up for your app. Are you looking at looking for
B2C.
cámaras municipais, like the?
Yeah, so we've already started doing the user, we call it the user journey for B2C. So this is members of the public who want to get rid of their waste at home, take a photo of it, quick description, and it goes out onto the eBay of waste companies who then reverse bid. So you're going to get the best value for that. but also we're working in something to help prevent fly tipping or waste crime, where unscrupulous providers throw something in a hedge, for example. As a member of the public, if you see that, take your app out. It's a live tracking system. Drop a pin, and we notify your local EPA and council so they can come and pick it up.
Awesome. That's it.
There you go.
Thank you so
Easy
much.
as that. Thank
Round
you
of
very
applause
much.
for Damian and Isabel. Thank you.